Hi students, this is Botany PSR. In the previous classes, I discussed about structure of polynucleotide chain and central dogma of molecular biology. Today, I want to explain packaging of DNA helix. Packaging of DNA helix. Right. In this, how does this DNA will be packed and what it requires to be packed? Those aspects we will study. Okay. What about in case of prokaryotes? What about in case of eukaryotes? How does that DNA will be packed? Right. Before that, we will discuss a few numericals. Length of DNA helix. Length is equal to number of base pairs into distance between two successive base pairs. Distance between two successive base pairs. What is the distance between two successive base pairs? That is 3.4 angstroms, or it is equal to 0.34 nanometers, or it is equal to nano means 10 power minus 9 meters. So 0.34 nanometers is equal to 0.34 into 10 power minus 9 meters. So what is the formula for length of DNA means? Number of base pairs into distance. This is the formula. Now length of DNA helix in a typical mammalian cell is equal to how many, what is the length of that DNA? We know that length is equal to number of base pairs into distance. That is equal to base pairs means number of base pairs in a typical mammalian cell is 6.6 into 10 power 9 base pairs. Distance means 0.34 into 10 power minus 9 meters. That is equal to 2.2 meters. How much of DNA is present in a typical mammalian cell? 2.2 meters. That means this length, this DNA is present on the chromosome. These chromosomes are present inside the nucleus. Is that nucleus is 2.2 meters? No. That is below 2.2 meters. See, nucleus is somewhat smaller, but length of DNA is very much longer. So, because of coiling and recoiling, this DNA is present inside the nucleus. How does this length of DNA is present inside the nucleus means? Because of coiling. Because of coiling nature. Right. Another question. Length of E. coli DNA is 1.36 millimeters. Then number of base pairs in E. coli. If number of base pairs means length by distance, length is equal to 1.36 millimeters. So number of base pairs is equal to length by distance. What is the length given? Length means 1.36 millimeters. Distance means 0.34 into 10 power minus 9 meters. That is equal to milli means 10 power minus 3. 1.36 into 10 power minus 3 meters. Milli is equal to 10 power minus 3. Next, 0.34 into 10 power minus 9 meters. That is equal to, it will be 4 times. 4 into, if 10 power minus 10 goes upward means 10 power 9 minus 6. That is 10 power 6. 4 into 10 power 6 base pairs. 4 into 10 power 6 base pairs. Nowadays, scientists are calculated in kilo base pairs also. Kilo means 4 into 10 power 3. Kilo means 10 power 3. 10 power 3. So, 4 into 10 power 6 base pairs, or it is equal to 4 into 10 power 3 kilo base pairs. Kilo base pairs may be written as KBP. KBP means kilo base pairs, or in the form of kb, kilo base pairs. Okay, are you understanding, my dear students? So first of all, we have to know length of DNA means number of base pairs into distance between two successive base pairs. What is the distance between two successive base pairs means? 3.4 angstroms or 0.34 nanometers or 0.34 into nano means 10 power minus 9 meters. This is the original formula. By applying this original formula, we have to solve these problems. Okay, right. Now look at here, my dear students. How does this genetic material is present in prokaryotes? How does this genetic material is present in eukaryotes? Now look at here. This is the prokaryotic cell and this is the DNA. This is the DNA and this is the cytoplasm. So this DNA is circular. Bacterial chromosome is double stranded DNA. It contains bacterial chromosome contains double stranded DNA. Don't say single stranded DNA. So this chromosome is circular. So this one is called genophore. This one is called genophore. Nucleosome. In prokaryotes, nucleosome organization is not found. In prokaryotes, true nucleus is absent. What is true nucleus? Double membrane bound nuclear envelope, nucleolus, nucleoplasm, all those together called genetic material, chromatin, all those four parts, nuclear envelope, nucleolus, nucleoplasm and chromatin, all those four parts together called true nucleus. That type of true nucleus is absent in prokaryotes. Number of chromosomes in bacterial cell means we have to say 1. Number of chromosomes. This chromosome is nothing but genophore. Number of chromosomes in each bacterial cell 1. Number of genophores in each bacterial cell 1. Do you find any nucleosome organization? No. Do you find any chromatin organization? No. So no chromatin organization. So this DNA is present. This bacterial, this is nothing but a chromosome. This chromosome contains only DNA and it is without histone proteins. Bacterial chromosome is made up of only DNA and is without histone proteins. This DNA is circular, double stranded DNA. Circular, double stranded DNA. Right. See, this genetic material should be packed, no? Packing means always the DNA is negative charge. DNA is always negative charge. Negative charge means to be packed means it requires positive charge. So to be packaging of genetic material means both negative charge and positive charge, both the charges together, it will be called as packaging of DNA. Okay, so DNA is negative charge. To be packed means it requires positive charge. Here, general histone proteins are positive charge, whereas in prokaryotes, histone proteins are absent. How does it will be packed? That means in the cytoplasm, some non-histone proteins are present. Non-histone proteins are nothing but positive charge. So here the genetic material is present means there in that part non-histone proteins are present. Those non-histone proteins are positive charge, whereas DNA is negative charge. So that's why the DNA is packaged in prokaryotes. Now look at here, my dear students. in prokaryotes, true nucleus is absent. True nucleus is absent and nucleoid is present. So a distinct nucleus is absent. That type of nucleus is so called nucleoid. No nuclear membrane, no nucleolus, no nucleoplasm. That type of nucleus is so called nucleoid is present. Genetic material is called genophore. Number of genophores in each bacterial cell 1. Number of chromosomes in each bacterial cell 1. Chromosome is circular, don't say linear. Chromosome is circular, double stranded DNA and without histone proteins and is without histone proteins. So this chromosome is having only DNA and it is without histone proteins. Chromatin organization is absent. How does it will be packed? That means DNA is negative charge. Always DNA is negative charge only. So it requires positive charge to be packed. For packaging of DNA, how does it will be packed means both negative charge and positive charge. If both the charges are there means to be packed. So how many charges it requires for packaging? 2. One is negative charge and other one is positive charge. So DNA is always negative charge. So DNA is negative charge. Some proteins are called non-histone proteins. Those are positive charge. Like that it will be packed. So packaging of DNA in prokaryotes, it is between DNA and some proteins called non-histone proteins. Don't say histone proteins. Okay? Right. Whereas in eukaryotes, true nucleus is present. True nucleus is present. Chromatin organization is present. That chromatin contains 4 parts. Chromatin contains 4 parts: DNA, RNA, histone proteins, non-histone proteins. Very, very important this one. So eukaryotic chromatin contains how many parts? 4 parts: DNA, RNA, histone proteins, non-histone proteins. How does it will be packed means DNA is negative charge. Here positive charge is histone proteins. Positive charge is histone proteins. See, chromatin organization present. Chromatin contains how many parts? 4 parts: DNA, histone proteins, non-histone proteins. Non-histone proteins are also called non-histone chromosomal proteins. Non-histone chromosomal proteins and RNA. So DNA is negative charge, whereas histone proteins are positive charge. So these points you have to remember. How does the packaging of DNA in prokaryotes will occur? That is DNA and non-histone proteins. Packaging of DNA eukaryotes between DNA and histone proteins. Histone proteins. These points you have to remember. Packaging of DNA in prokaryotes is DNA and non-histone proteins. Packaging of DNA in eukaryotes is DNA and histone proteins. These histone proteins are basic proteins. Histone proteins are nothing but basic proteins. Don't say acidic proteins. These are nothing but basic proteins. Right. If we observe that chromatin, the staining substance of chromosomes or chromatin, the staining substance of chromosomes or chromatin is acetocaramine. Another one is fuelgen. So the staining substance of chromatin or chromosomes is, that is acetocaramine or fuelgen. Acetocaramine or fuelgen. If we give that acetocaramine or fuelgen inside the nucleus, the chromosomes absorb that substance and they appear in color. Like, right. That chromatin, see, this is nothing but chromatin. So here this chromatin contains here more number of coils, here less number of coils. That is, chromatin is distinguished into how many parts? Two parts. More number of coils, less number of coils. This part is so called heterochromatin. Now this part is called euchromatin. So chromatin is distinguished into how many parts? Two parts. How many parts? Two parts. One is called heterochromatin, another one is called euchromatin. Eu means true. U means true. So this is true chromatin. So how can you remember? Means more number of coils, less number of coils. L sound. 3 L's are there. So euchromatin, more number of coils, less number of coils. More number of coils means it stains darkly. It stains lightly. Densely packed, loosely packed, densely packed, and genetically it is inactive, whereas euchromatin is genetically active. Active means from this chromatin transcription occurs, from this chromatin no transcription. So heterochromatin is not useful for transcription. Euchromatin is useful for transcription. Transcription means formation of mRNA. That means from heterochromatin, mRNA not produced. From euchromatin, mRNA is produced. See, genetically active. Active means mRNA produced. By which process it helps in transcription. So, genetically inactive, genetically active. mRNA not produced, mRNA produced. Not help in transcription, helps in transcription. These points we have to discuss. Say, which chromatin helps in transcription? Euchromatin. Which type of chromatin does not help in the formation of mRNA? Does not help in the formation of mRNA? Heterochromatin. Loosely packed, euchromatin. Lightly stained, euchromatin. Less number of coils, euchromatin. Densely packed, heterochromatin. Genetically inactive, heterochromatin. Genetically active, euchromatin. mRNA is produced from which chromatin? Euchromatin. Which chromatin helps in transcription? Euchromatin. So please note down all these points, my dear students. Right. What are nucleosomes? Nucleosomes concept proposed by Audet. Who was that scientist? Nucleosome concept proposed by Audet. What are nucleosomes? Now look at here, my dear students. This is the chromatin. This chromatin contains so many beads, so many These are nothing but beads. So these beads are called nucleosomes. So what are nucleosomes means? This is nothing but a chromatin. The beads on chromatin, the beads on chromatin are called, the beads on chromatin are called nucleosomes. Right. Now this is one nucleosome and here is another nucleosome and here is another nucleosome. Okay. See, this is DNA. One turn, second turn, one turn, second turn, one turn, second turn, like that. Okay, so this is nucleosome 1, this is nucleosome 2, this is nucleosome 3, like that. Okay, 3 nucleosomes I have drawn. How many turns of DNA? This is one turn DNA, this is another turn DNA. So these two are nothing but 2 turns of DNA, and this part is so called core or octamer. Core or octamer. This is one nucleosome, this is another nucleosome. These two nucleosomes are held together by this DNA is called internucleosomal DNA. Internucleosomal DNA, also called linker DNA, also called spacer DNA. Spacer DNA. So that is, this part is so called from here to here. This part is called in between the two nucleosomes. Now it is so called internucleosomal DNA, or it is also called linker DNA, or it is also called spacer DNA. So it contains 3 parts. This central part is called core or octamer, and 2 turns of DNA. 2 turns of DNA. Outside the core, one histone protein is present. This one is called H1. Here also one histone protein H1. Here also one histone protein. Okay. So how many parts does it contain? 3 parts. This one is called core or octamer, and 2 turns of DNA. Outside the core, H1 histone protein. So 3 parts it contains. This is the diameter of DNA. This is so called diameter of nucleosome bead. Diameter of nucleosome bead 10 nanometers. What is the diameter of nucleosome bead or bead of nucleosome? This is called bead of nucleosome. Right here, this is the core. This is the core, no? This core right. Look at here. This is nucleosome bead. Nucleosome bead. That is called core or octamer. So this is 1, this is 2, right, this is H2A, H2B, H3, H4. 2 copies of each. That means another H2A will be backside, another H2B backside, H3 backside, H4. Each one 2 copies. So H2A number of copies 2. H2B 2 copies, H3 2 copies H3. Okay, so H2A and H2B, these two are lysine-rich proteins, and H3H4 are H3 and H4 are arginine-rich. So these are nothing but proteins. Proteins are nothing but polymer of amino acids. That means H2A and H2B are made up of amino acids. In those amino acids, lysine amino acids are present in more amount. That's why lysine-rich proteins are H2B, H2A, H2B. Arginine-rich amino acids are, arginine-rich proteins are H3, H4. Okay, total how many histone proteins are there? 8 proteins. How does that 8 means? Each one 2 copies. Each one 2 copies. That's why 8 histone. This one is considered as a core. This one is considered as core or octamer. Number of histone proteins are present. Core or octamer means 8 histone proteins. Types of histone proteins means 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of types of histone proteins in core 4. Number of histone proteins in chromatin thread means outside the core H1 histone protein is present, only one. So outside the core the histone protein is so called H1 histone protein. How many H1 histone proteins? Only one. So core means this part, chromatin thread, chromatin fragment, or chromatin means this part and this part, both together called chromatin thread or chromatin fragment or chromatin. Okay, so what are nucleosomes means? The beads like structures on chromatin are called nucleosomes. Next one, the structural and basic units. The structural and basic units of chromatin are called nucleosomes. Okay, right. What are the parts does it contain? That means nucleosome contains 2 parts, that is 3 parts, core or octamer. Right, look at here my dear students. Nucleosome contains 3 parts. Core, one is called core. Core is also called octamer. Octo means 8. Octo means 8. That is 2 copies of each H2A, H2B, H3, H4. How many histone proteins? 8 histone proteins. Each one 2 copies, not double. H2A 2, H2B 2, H3 2 copies, H4 2 copies. Like that, how many histone proteins are there? 8 histone proteins. Types of histone proteins 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right. And second part is called two turns of DNA. And the third part is called outside the core. Outside the core contains only one H1 histone protein, where the 2 DNA strands H1 histone protein that H1 histone protein which seals the where it enters and leaves the core. Wherever the DNA entering and wherever the DNA leaves the core means that H1 histone protein seals the two DNA strands where it enters and leaves the core. Okay, this two turns of DNA contains typical nucleosome. Typical nucleosome contains 200 base pairs. How many? 200 base pairs. Two turns of the typical nucleosome contains 200 base pairs, whereas nucleosome bead contains 146 base pairs. 146. That means remaining 54 base pairs are present in linker DNA. Look at here, my dear students. So this is the octamer. This octamer contains two turns of DNA. This DNA contains 146 base pairs. This is the two turns of DNA which is having 146 base pairs, and internucleosomal DNA is having 54 base pairs. So both 146 and 54 together called nucleosome. So nucleosome contains centrally located, this is called core or octamer, two turns of DNA, and outside the core H1. Outside the core H1. Number of histone proteins in core or octamer means 8 histone proteins. Number of histone proteins in chromatin or chromatin thread or chromatin fragment means we have to add that H1 also. If the question is octamer means inside we have to say. If the question is chromatin or chromatin thread or chromatin fragment means both inside and outside. Inside 8, outside 1, H1. Like that we have to calculate. See, now look at here. Nucleosome contains how many parts? 3 parts. This core or octamer, 2 turns of DNA outside the core. Outside the core, one H1 histone protein which seals the 2 DNA strands where it enters and leaves the core. So which one is useful for sealing the 2 turns of DNA? H1. And 2 turns of DNA, typical nucleosome is having number of base pairs 200. Nucleosome bead of nucleosome is having 146 base pairs. Like that you have to remember. If the question is nucleosome means 200, nucleosome bead means 146 base pairs. Let us suppose each nucleosome is having number of H2A histone proteins 2, H2B histone proteins 2, H3 2, H3 histone proteins 2, and H1 1, and these 2 together called H2. H2A and H2B together called H2. H2 means 4. So each nucleosome contains number of H2A histone proteins 2, H2B 2, H3 2, H4 2, H1 1. Number of H2 histone potentials means H2 means we have to add H2A and H2B 4. And next one, nucleosome is to octamer. Nucleosome is to octamer. One nucleosome contains one octamer only, and octamer is also called core is to histone proteins. One octamer contains 8 histone proteins. These points you have to remember. Okay. And what is internucleosomal DNA? Internucleosomal DNA, or it is also called linker DNA, or it is also called spacer DNA. So this contains, internucleosomal DNA contains number of base pairs 54 base pairs. It contains number of base pairs 54. It contains H1 histone protein. Like that we have to calculate. So internucleosomal DNA means the DNA present between two nucleosomes. This internucleosomal DNA also called linker DNA, also called spacer DNA. Like that we have to calculate. So if 10 nucleosomes means 10 nucleosomes, number of histone proteins. Let us suppose for 10 nucleosomes, I am asking. For 10 nucleosomes, number of histone proteins in octamer. Ten nucleosomes means octamer no. Number of histone proteins in octamer of 10 nucleosomes, that means 10 into 8, 80. Number of histone proteins in chromatin thread or chromatin fragment or simply chromatin, then we have to say outside one is also calculated. 10 into 9, chromatin thread or chromatin fragment or chromatin means outside H1 histone protein is also calculated. 10 into 9. Number of types of histone proteins in octamer of 10 nucleosomes. Types means there is no change. Whatever the type present in one nucleosome, other nucleosomes also possess same types. That's why types of histone proteins in octamer means 4. Types, number of types of histone proteins in chromatin thread or chromatin fragment or simply chromatin in 10 nucleosomes. What we have to say? 5. Octomer means we have to say inside. Types, no, that is outside one, H1. So try to remember, types means if the types present in one octamer, those types are also present in other nucleosomes also. That's why 4 and 5. So please note down all these points. Look at here, my dear students. There are 2000 base pairs in chromatin. Then calculate number of nucleosomes, number of histone proteins in chromatin fragment, number of histone proteins in their octamers. How can we calculate means? How many base pairs? 2000 base pairs are found in chromatin. That is number of nucleosomes. One nucleosome contains 200 base pairs. How many base pairs are given? 2000 base pairs are given. Then total number of nucleosomes, that is equal to 2000 into 1 divided by 200. That is equal to how many times? 10 times. That is 10 nucleosomes. Okay. Next, number of histone proteins in chromatin fragment. That means one nucleosome contains number of histone proteins 9 histone proteins, 8 in octamer and remaining one. See, try to remember, octamer means we have to take 8, core or octamer means we have to take 8, chromatin thread, chromatin fragment or simply chromatin means we have to take additionally H1 histone protein also. So in this question, chromatin fragment, that is we have to take both inside and outside. So one nucleosome contains 9 H1 histone proteins. For 10 nucleosomes contain how many? That is 10 into 9, that is equal to 90. Like that. Another question. Number of histone proteins in their octamers. One octamer contains one octamer contains 8 histone proteins. Then 10 octamers contain how many? That is equal to 10 into 8, 80, like that. And in our NCERT textbook, one question is asked like this. What is that question means? How many nucleosomes? How many nucleosomes or beads are found in a typical mammalian cell? In a typical mammalian cell, we know that number of base pairs how many? That is number of base pairs in a mammalian cell that is 6.6 into 10 power 9 base pairs. This we have to remember, right? Then for 200 base pairs, one nucleosome for 6.6 into 10 power 9 base pairs, how many? That is equal to 6.6 into 10 power 9 into 1 divided by 200. Then how much? That is equal to 3.3 into 10 power 7. That is equal to 33 into 10 power 6 or 33 million base pairs. 33 million base pairs. So try to remember one point, my dear students. Nucleosome bead or core or octamer means we have to take inside the core 8 histone proteins are present. Chromatin thread, chromatin fragment, like that they will ask means in not only the inside but also the outside the core. That is 8 histone proteins inside the core and outside the core 1 histone protein. That one also we have to take. Those points we have to remember to solve the problems. Okay, so try to note down all these points. 33 million, sorry, these are not base pairs, these are nucleosomes. 33 million nucleosomes. Okay, so in a typical mammalian cell 33 million nucleosomes are present. So please note down all these points. Okay, we will meet in the next class.